25 years of Gopher hoops. The definitive ranking that will make you laugh, cry, and argue in the comments. Let's rip the Band-Aid off right away. If you're under 30, you've never seen Minnesota basketball matter in March. That single brutal truth is why this countdown exists, and why it's about to start more fights than a last-second charge call. But here's where it gets controversial. Some of the seasons we're told were good were actually paper tigers, while a couple of forgotten squads were sneakily elite. Ready to disagree? Good. Let's dive in. The seasons we pretend never happened, we'll list them, wince, then never speak their names again. 25. 2006-7. 9 and 22 overall. 3 and 13 Big Ten. KenPom 160. Dan Monson got the axe in November. Jim Molinari inherited the ashes, and the Gophers closed on a 9-game skid. Silver lining? 0 seniors, meant sophomores Lawrence McKenzie, Spencer Tollickson, Dan Coleman, plus freshmen Damian Johnson and Lawrence Westbrook, all logged heavy minutes. The next year's leap was real. 24, 2022-23, 9-22, 217, KenPom 216, worse league record than 07. Uglier analytics, yet somehow more watchable. Ben Johnson survived, Monson didn't. Dawson Garcia and Jamison Battle formed a tantalizing 1-2 punch that never quite clicked, but the freshman core, Payne, Carrington, Ola Joseph, soaked up priceless reps, 23, 2015-16, 8 and 23, 2 and 16. KenPom 192, Nate Mason and Jordan Murphy were budding stars, but the supporting cast, Joey King, Carlos Morris, Charles Buggs, would have struggled in the Summit League. A February suspension spree, Dorsey, Mason, McBrayer, turned the season into a 14-game losing streak, meme. 22, 2003-04, 12-18, 3-13, KenPom 133. Chris Humphreys arrived as a McDonald's All-American and immediately clashed with, well, everyone. Chemistry never materialized, and Monson's squad imploded. 21, 2021-22, 13-17, 4-16, KenPom 109. Ben Johnson's roster reboot after the mass exodus. Jamison Battle willed them to a few how-did-they-win-that moments, but the talent gap was Grand Canyon-sized. Largely forgettable, yet strangely familiar 20-24-25, 15-17, 7-13, KenPom 83, started 0-6 in conference, then flipped the switch. Upset number 20 Michigan, won at Iowa, stunned number 15 Oregon. Still cost Johnson his job. Watchable, not sustainable. 19, 2005-6, 16-15, 5-11, KenPom 82. 1 year after an NCAA bid, Vincent Grier's senior group nosedived to 11th place. An NIT invite felt like a participation ribbon. 18, 2001, 18-14, 5-11, KenPom 80. Monson's second team peaked at 12-1. Then Michael Bauer broke his arm and the offense flatlined. NIT win over Villanova was the lone highlight. 17, 2014-15, 18-15, 6-12, KenPom 52. Analytics darling, number 52. Undone by a front court of Walker, Elias, and King. Good guys, not rim protectors. The backcourt was spicy, though. Hollins, Morris, Mason, 16 in the polls. Then injuries and a 2-10 finish sent Richard Pitino packing. Marcus Carr's last dance never found rhythm. 15, 2010-11, 17-14, 6-12, KenPom 58. Preseason top 15 hype evaporated when Al Nolan's foot did. Tubby's most talented roster unraveled to a 1-10 death spiral. Disappointing teasers. 14, 2019-20, 15-16, 8-12. KenPom 27, second best KenPom mark of the 25-year window. Yes, really, yet zero depth and a COVID-canceled postseason. Marcus Carr's breakout year left us with what if. 13, 2017-18, 15-17, 4-14, KenPom 117 preseason. Number 14, loaded roster, Mason, Murphy, Coffey, Lynch. Then Lynch was suspended, Coffey's shoulder gave out, and the season detonated. 12, 2023-24, 19-15, 9-11. KenPom 78, started 12-3, flirted with the bubble, then face-planted to the NIT. Garcia, Christie, Hawkins at Payne, on paper, should have done more. 11. 2007-08, Hofferber's legendary buzzer beater versus Indiana lit up the Big Ten tourney, but an NIT loss to Maryland ended the honeymoon. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. In the NIT 10, 2002-2003, 1914, 8-8, KenPom 72. Rickert's sophomore year. Non-con gauntlet prepped them, but a 4-game losing streak and early B1G tourney exit equals NIT Final Four. 9. 2001-2, 18-13, 9-7, KenPom 43, better conference record than 03. Still though NCAA bid. Tale as old as time. 8. 2011-12, 23-15, 6-12, KenPom 52, NIT runner-up. Also started 12-1. Then Trevor Mbakwe's legal mess limited him to 7 games. Deja vu. 7. 2013-14, 25-13, 8-10, KenPom 46, NIT champs. Andre Austin Hollins, plus DeAndre Matthew caught fire in March. Mid-season bubble hopes died when the offense went ice cold. Multiple sub-50-point nights. The Big Dance Club, 6. 2009-10, 21-14, 9-9, KenPom 34. Back-to-back NCAA trips. An 11 seed that pushed Xavier in Milwaukee. Royce White's off-court issues, and out 2004. End 5, 21-11, 10-6, KenPom 41. Vincent Grier's Hero Ball Tour. An 8 seed that bowed out to Iowa State, but the defense, 7th nationally, was legitimately elite. 4. 2018-19, 22-14, 9-11, KenPom 46, Jordan Murphy Amir Coffey's swan song. Upset Louisville in the dance. Then Pitino got canned a year later. Peak Pitino roller coaster. 3. 2008-09, 22-11. 9-9, KenPom 40, Tubby Year 2. 10 seed, lost to Texas. Started 16-1, finished 3-6. The blueprint was there. Then the roster got older and stayed the same. 2. 2012-13, 21-13, 8-10, KenPom 20, best KenPom rating of the era. Mbakwe, the Hollinses, Rodney Williams. When engaged, they could beat anyone. Beat UCLA by 20 in the tourney. Then Tubby was fired days later. Brutal. 1. 2016-17, 24-10, 11-7, KenPom 37. Only the third winning Big Ten record in 25 years. A 5 seed, February streak of 8 straight, and the highest Minnesota's last 25 seasons produced exactly 6 NCAA teams, 0 Sweet 16s, and a whole lot of heartbreak. Was 2016-17 really the best, or did it just hurt less because the seed was shiny? And here's the spicy question. Would you trade that 5 seed for a deeper run if it meant enduring another 2015-16 level disaster first? Drop your hottest take below. Defend 2012-13's KenPom love. Argue 2004-05 was overrated. Or tell us why 2023-24 deserved better. Let's fight, respectfully. Starting next fall, Nico Medved gets a clean slate. In Nico we want to trust, because the last 25 years have taught us skepticism is a survival skill.